Hey, it's Russ Payne with Role Playing Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play. Well, it's actually the RPPR Patreon, patreon.com/RPPR, where I run games, tabletop RPG games for patrons every month. And this time we are going to be playing Delta Green. This is a scenario I've written myself. It is right now called House Call. And we have 3 agents willing to do a very routine house call kind of mission. It's very safe and very simple, I'm sure. What could go wrong with it? So Delta Green is, of course, a role-playing game of modern horror based on H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos cycle of cosmic horror with a nihilistic sensibility to it. If you want to play in games like this, go to patreon.com/RPPR, and you too can play in games that I run, a published author and a long-standing podcaster about role-playing games. So let us, and this is, we have our little Delta Green wallpaper here, but let's meet our agents here as we get into it. So first off, Trushi, please tell us about Micro.
Micro is a retired EOD Navy agent. He did a few missions, and one of them was supposed an anti-bomb squad, but it turned out that the real bomb was something unnatural.
All right.
He had to retire after that for the PTSD he got from it, but he's thankfully better. Unfortunately, Delta Green got his tentacles into him now.
Yeah, they do that. Delta Green is a covert organization dedicated to fighting the unnatural in the United States and elsewhere, and is composed primarily of military and law enforcement personnel recruited by circumstance and pulled into a conspiracy. So think X-Files and True Detective Season 1. So, but next up we have Chunnel, who's playing Jace Bomberger, FBI, I believe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say, he got part of the program. He was brought in as part of an attaché to find a missing person in the Appalachian Mountains in the Ozarks, and they found something in a cave and he managed to get out of that alive. But now he comes in. He's brought in, occasionally by the program when they need someone who isn't gonna completely lose their shit at something like this.
Yeah, fair enough. And then finally we have Star Asp. Please tell us about Renee.
I'm playing Renee Rolling. He's a historian that worked at a Vietnam War museum up in Maryland. He has a lot of practice filing FOIA requests, but that is not really why he's here today. It's because the museum bought a load of junk from some people around the country to put in the museum, and it turned out a lot of it probably is stuff that should have never been on the market or made its way back to this country or any country.
Fair enough.
So here I am.
Yeah. All of you are located in the United States. You're all members of the same cell, and you have all been called to a briefing. Actually, you're given sort of a remote briefing. This mission is important enough for the 3 of you to travel to the location, which I will say is a well-to-do suburban neighborhood outside in Northern Virginia, which I don't know that well, but that it's not too far from Washington, D.C., so there's a lot of government bureaucrats and whatever, the Nova area. Lots of well-to-do people living in this suburban neighborhood, which I'm going to call Pleasant Glades for the sake of expediency. But yeah, all of you are given a remote briefing because this is, but you are told to travel to meet at the Sleepeasy Inn outside of Pleasant Glades. And, you just given 48 hours for this mission. But your handler, who is disguising their identity, has given you a briefing, which is a civilian with no connections to the military or law enforcement or anything. She works at a insurance company, and she will say Allstate, and but she recently made Freedom of Information Act requests. And what is the Freedom of Information Act? If you are not familiar with this, I realize that some of you are not all hardcore nerds who are into this kind of thing. The Freedom of Information Act is a federal law that requires full or partial disclosure of previously unreleased, uncirculated information documents controlled by the U.S. government upon request. So you can make FOIA request, FOIA, for all kinds of documents, and sometimes, and so the civilian Nancy Milford has made requests about Project COPPERPLATE, which he claims was a Department of Defense research program in 1978. And your handler has said we don't have records. There's no such thing as copperplate as far as we know. However, she has submitted a document that looks like a period accurate document that refers to copperplate and to the Steering Committee and Country Club. Country Club and the Steering Committee are known to us. Those are things that should not be on any document that a civilian can get to. And it is possible copperplate was buried and all records of it were destroyed, and all people who know about it are either dead or we don't know who they are. So she indicated that she has more documents that in her FOIA request related to this. She has not submitted them because she is waiting for a reply. And that is troubling. So your mission is to go to Nancy Milford in person and find out what else she knows about copperplate and get a hold of their original documents. Once you find out what she knows, we can then determine what the next course of action is. And so the three of you are in this secure online conference. And I'll just let each of you in turn ask questions, and then you can debate among yourselves how to do this. But your handler seems to think this will be a routine mission. Obviously, Nancy Milford. It should be said that we do not need any visibility of a civilian being disappeared in a nice suburban neighborhood in Northern Virginia. So do not act on her directly unless it is absolutely necessary, obviously. And it does not seem likely that that would be necessary. So you could read between the lines of that as you will. But so we'll start with our historian, Renee. What do you have any questions from the handler?
Is there a reason that we have such a short time frame to do this? Is it just really just if these are things that are known to the group? I mean, I've run into things that are known to the group, and they could get. I mean, it seems like we don't really know what we're dealing with here yet. Why is it such a short time frame?
Well, because we don't know how many other documents she has. We don't know what else she knows. And right now it seems we have conducted, we have looked into her email. We have looked into her social media profiles. And so far she has not communicated that information to anyone else. But we believe if she does not receive a prompt reply from the FOIA office, that she could. The worst case scenario is that she posts these documents online, and so we want to make sure that she does not have these documents to post them online and raise awkward questions potentially. So now, yeah.
Do we have the document that she sent in?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to take a look at that.
Yeah, it for free. What you see is that this is a basically a memorandum from someone at Operation Copperplate asking the steering committee for a question on logistics about funding for Copperplate. It's talking about expanding primary site. We cannot achieve what you are asking with the resources we have. We need to expand the facilities in order to meet your timeline. But we are believe with additional funding we can meet your deadline. And it was sent to Country Club. So Country Club is an address. So you can make a history roll or a bureaucracy roll.
Yeah. I've got 60 in both, so let's see. Nope, 72.
Okay. Yeah. So it's even on a failure. This is typical. Like, oh, you want us to do more work, boss? Yeah, we need more money to do that. We need more resources. It does not. Yeah, but you can't really get anything else from that. So, oh shit. The handler does say it does. Nancy Milford does browse YouTube and Facebook pages that are connected to conspiratorial thinking. She does not appear to be a hardcore member, but she does seem receptive to conspiracy theories vis-a-vis QAnon, Epstein, and things like that. So, like, it is. We do not want her to post these to any of those groups, and who knows what effect these documents could have. Could be nothing. Someone could pick out something about it, and that's why we want to get this buried before it has a chance to spread. So Agent Jace of the Agent Bomberger, do you have any questions?
So I guess if there's any further background we can have on Nancy, when did so is there any indication from the surveillance data we have on her, like when she started circling around this, or all we have is the FOIA request that just kind of came out of the blue?
The FOIA request from about 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
I was gonna say, just from knowing out of character, knowing journalists, like,
oh, she did shortly before she did that, she did do some basic internet searches for those terms and came up with nothing. But she did. Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to ask if there was any patterns in her broader, like anything we can from her patterns of research and whatnot around that time, we might be able to get some context or like things that might not be in her requests. Like,
you can roll Commit.
All right. I want like 1d100. But yeah, knowing out of character, knowing the journalists, I know FOIA can take like years. So yeah.
Sometimes,
Sometimes. Well, this human check might be very good to solve then.
32 under 70.
Yeah, she's a civilian. She doesn't know that. And the only kind of research she knows are she's a boomer. She's older. She's like in her 50s, and she has you think the reason why A-Cell is worried about this is because she is a boomer who has unrealistic expectations of FOIA, and she doesn't know any better. And if she doesn't get a reply soon, she's going to post these to a Pizzagate Facebook group or something. Sure. And that's why. And so she hasn't done any research. She doesn't know how to do research. Nothing in her background indicates that she knows how to do any of this, but she's got something. And so
I was just thinking it might be interesting or it might be useful to know why now. She's in insurance. I guess the question is if it's like something that came into her radar through family or through work, or I don't know if there's any way to determine.
There's no smoking guns in her scanning her emails and social media messages. There's no smoking gun. But she's very erratic with that stuff, like in terms of like she'll occasionally post things and she won't. She's very you made your human check, you get the sense that like she's not very good at being consistent or keep informing people about what she's doing. So it actually makes her hard to surveil in some ways. She's too airheaded to like do this in a way that you can make sense of her motives or her actions. There's nothing, her cell phone, you even pull up like her cell phone location records, and she spent time in her neighborhood, she spent time at work, she spent time at the shopping mall nearby, a couple other places, nothing out of character. She hasn't gone anywhere that cannot be explained through regular habits. So yeah, this is actually probably all the more worrying to Acel, because like there's no smoking gun. Why the fuck did she get this? What the fuck is she going to do this? She has no idea what she has. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. Any other questions?
No, not off the top of my head.
All right. Micro.
Should we be worried about people from Country Club? Because that name seems to be not nice.
Yeah. Your handler tells your Country Club is a defunct organization of great interest to us, but it is no longer a defunct organization. You can make a human check for that.
It's not at all ominous that he doesn't say anything more.
Yeah. If you have human, you can make a roll. Actually, you're all presents for this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Jace, you can make a roll for that.
I'll try.
You're all in the same briefing.
I got a 7. God damn. All right.
All right, if you make your human check.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, fucking miss every roll you never make, man. You got no reason not to try. All right.
So, that's 1978 Country Club. Oh, that's you don't know much about what happened before in the bad old days, but this Country Club was 100% the bad old days. That was definitely you've heard rumors and stories about what the government elements of the government got up to before the current administration, before the current program was around. And so this is some bad like skunk works. You've heard the term Majestic 12, and this is connected to that somehow. Yeah. So that's what you realize. This is and this also explains why Acel's very keen to quash this before this spreads. And also, what the fuck is Copperplate? If they don't know about this, then they didn't bury their successes. They didn't erase their successes. So this was not good. Yeah. Any other questions there, Micro?
I don't think I have any for now.
Okay. All right. Well, you have money. You have travel expenses. You have 3 rooms at the Sleep Easy Inn outside the suburbs of Pleasant Glades. You all travel. You arrive at the hotel, let's say 8 a.m. You have today and tomorrow before you need to start making excuses for your regular lives and explaining to Acel what's taking so long. But the 3 of you can talk about like how you want to do this. This is a day Nancy Milford has off based on your surveillance of her work habits. She is at home all day today. So yeah.
Okay, so we have the sense, or at least all indications, that she does not know what she has.
Yes.
So I guess it's a matter of, that we don't want her to be suspicious either, but we don't really know.
I guess
Yeah.
Do we have like a tone for, because you said she posts in like these like Facebook groups and stuff. Is there like a consistent tone of how she engages with the content? Is it like
Oh,
is
she's
she
a
like
lurker. She doesn't post, but she does read it. And
I
does
see, okay.
like posts and stuff like that. But she hasn't she's made a comment or two at some posts, like they're hiding something and like what do they really know? And like in sort of indicating she believes this kind of stuff, but she's like a lurker on the outside, a casual, if you will. Not a
Okay.
heart. Yeah.
So I guess our question is, how do we want to approach this? I mean, we could. I was thinking, if nothing else, and this is I don't care. This is present day, right? Because
yes, this is 2026. The here and
Okay.
now.
Then, I mean, I think, obviously we don't want to raise her suspicions. So if we can get a pretext to approach her, like maybe identity theft or something that, that like if we are obviously surveilling her, if we can, have a friendly hacker, trip up something that gives us reason to approach her and investigate her. That would be my idea, but I'm open to other stuff as well.
You can make skill rolls to try and come up with good approaches. Criminology would be one. This is essentially a con, right? You could use psychology or human, or
Well,
yeah.
We have a copy of the FOIA request she made, the document. We can.
Yes.
I was just going to think we should just go to her and pretend we're from. Like we said, they're worried about her not knowing how the process works. So why the fuck would she think that it would be weird we'd show up and ask her about the document, especially if we say that like we're not really sure what this is. We can't find it. Can you show us more? Maybe it would help us pin it down.
I mean, we could. I mean, this is the thing is like, when you're dealing with stuff you want to suppress, because ideally, like, I mean, I think the ideal outcome is that like we figure out what it is she's looking for, and we're able to like basically get her to a point where she doesn't get the info she needs or she's looking for, and she doesn't notice. Which now that I say it, might be not possible, but. I mean, the thing is, when we tell people that we are interested in them for the reasons that like we are trying to suppress, that is risky, because she might, if we rub her the wrong way, she might get more interested in it than she is now, which would make her more of a problem. If we have another pretense, then we can, we can maybe have a softer landing. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on the matter.
I agree. It's maybe not the best plan, but it's first thing I thought of.
Sure.
Again, you can make skill rolls if you want.
Okay. Let's see. I'm all right. I'll try.
A cult would actually work on this too, because it's conspiracy thinking as well.
True. Yeah, I was going to look at to roll human to sort of see what if there was some way I could figure out, or if there was some indication of like what her pressure point for her might be, that she might make her more open to, someone just showing up and saying, "Hey, like, tell us shit." Let me roll that.
Sure.
I mean, could I always hire someone to just break into her house and let us in?
Ooh, that's a critical success at 55 under 80.
Okay. The one thing she does know about is insurance, right? So if you were good at bureaucracy, you could fake documents to look to show that this you go in, claim you're here to as investigators, ask her to show you the documents. Say this is all part of an ongoing fraud investigation for a government contractor going back decades, and we need you to be silent. We'll give you. We need these documents. You can't talk about this to anyone. But like, there's an organization that you're ideologically opposed to, that has been defrauding the government for a long time, and you've been very helpful citizen in helping us find this, people committing fraud against the government. but you can't tell anybody. So you just need to fake some documents to show her that they're ripping the government off. So a conventional fake crime would be, but if it's something in her expertise, she would believe it if you doctored the documents correctly. So that would keep her silent, and then you can ghost her or stonewall her later. Yeah. So
that makes sense to me. I only have a bureaucracy of 60, which is
I've got
good.
60 as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can also you could break into her house too. You could wait for her to go and break into her house, but then you'd have to steal a lot of stuff to cover up. You don't know where the documents are being held.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
you may have to burn her house down, which is obviously an escalation and a serious
Well,
felony.
we also
Yeah.
burn her house down. Like that doesn't help us at all if they're in a firebox, if they're like not on the premises, if she made copies of them. Like,
well, you do have an EOD specialist, so a micro could create is the kind of person who could convincingly burn a house down and make it look real.
looking real isn't always the problem. Like I said, it's like I said, the documents might be in the container that would keep them safe from such a fire, unless we like use fucking thermite to take your house out. Like, I think we need a lot of it.
Yeah, so that's a plan B maybe, but
yeah.
I got a 50 under 60 on my bureaucracy roll.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You can put together some documents that will look. You put together some documents that are very good forgeries, and given your connections to Delta Green, you're able to like feed those into the system to a degree, so that they'll pass. Assuming she actually knows how to check any of this, which she probably doesn't, but just in case. Yeah. So that takes you a couple hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're ready to go to her a little before, like say 11 or something like that. Yeah. But that would be fine. So
I can't think of anything better.
Okay. Yeah. Like I said, it's just a house call. It's simple, in and out. What could happen? So the three of you, are you taking just one rental car there?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
We don't need to. We can share a hearse. It's fine.
Yeah. And the three of you head to this nice neighborhood. Lots of houses. It's a what do you call it? Just a nice neighborhood. And you get to her house, knock on her door. Nancy Milford, nice middle-aged woman, late middle age. And she says, "Hello? Can I help you?"
Hello, ma'am. I'm Renee. Sorry, I forgot what my guy's last name was. He would have told her. Probably. Or I guess he would have a Delta Green agent name. He's a full agent. He'd probably just say he's agent. We'll just say he's agent rolling. Like, yeah.
Okay. Yes. Someone can give me a persuade check to talk yourself in the door. I'll give you a +20 bonus. She's very naive.
Yeah, it's like we're from the FOIA office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a persuade of 70, so I'm gonna see if I can manage to mess this up. 51, that's a success.
Yeah. So she is quite eager to talk about this. She's totally convinced by this, and all of you go in. She asks if any of you want coffee or tea or anything.
I'll have coffee, thank you.
I would go for a cup of tea.
Okay. Black or green tea?
Green.
Okay. And yeah, so
I'm Mormon, ma'am.
Yeah. She goes in the kitchen to make your drinks, comes out with a little tray, and you graciously explain, that here that you're investigating fraud. What organization are you? You don't even have to say what organization, but are you implying it's a particular organization, or is it just like USAID? Okay, yeah,
yeah.
Right.
I would say that we were just part of a task force regarding a very shifty organization, or we're tracking a very shifty fraudster who she may be blowing the doors off this thing for us if she can help out. For some reason, Nancy Milford, my mind keeps going back. If you've ever seen the secretary from Ferris Bueller's Day Off,
kind of. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe. Yeah, just the suburbs produces these people in by the thousands. They're just out there.
But I will ask ask Ms. Milford, like, clear that they did not cover their tracks well enough, and that we need to know as much as she can tell us about where this info came from and what.
Oh yes, it was quite. It's actually, I got it at a garage sale across the street. Dr. Willis, Blake Willis. He's a retired psychology professor from the Virginia State University nearby, and I bought this filing cabinet from him to keep some of my records in, but he hadn't fully cleaned it out. There was a folder stuck to the bottom of one of the drawers, and when I pulled it out, I realized it was something from the Department of Defense, and it was very odd, and I asked Dr. Willis about it, and he kind of blanked on it. He didn't remember. I mean, he's old. He's but he's been he said he would look into it himself. And I forgot to follow up on him. I should go. He's just across the street. And all of you can give me alertness checks.
Oh God.
Okay.
No.
I thankfully made mine.
Fucking 20.
I
I did not.
Okay.
You're fucking Spec Ops guys looking out the window.
Actually, there are dudes in body armor and assault rifles on the lawn, and a armored personnel carrier is rolling down the street. The curtains are drawn, but they're sort of open and they're pretty thin. And so if you make your alertness check, you realize a heavy SWAT team is rolling down the street. They're not stopping in front of the house, Nancy's house, but they're going down the street. But on this street. And so, this is what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not coming to us.
No, but they're slow rolling. So it's some house on this street that they are. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. I guess I'm glad we didn't do something.
Nancy is oblivious to this right now.
I mean, I'm probably oblivious to it too.
I'm also oblivious to it. I'm going to ask her what do you know this? The background of this guy? Have you known him long? How long has he lived there?
I mean, he's been here for years. I can't remember if I moved in here first or I've been here for a long time too. But he's always been there. He's shown up at some neighborhood functions. He's always been pretty withdrawn. He's very, intellectual. He's a professor,
Oh,
so it's very, very kind of distant. I think he's not a people. It's odd. He's not a people person, but he studies psychology. But he's been very polite at least, and he always donates to local charities. When we do our fun runs for raising money for the children's hospital, and that sort of thing. I haven't seen him since I asked him about these papers, and so I think he's maybe going through some of his own. He has a big house. There's a lot of books and things. He was trying to clear some of it out. First garage sale with more books than old clothes.
Did she say about how long ago that was? Sorry, I think I.
Oh, it was about 3 weeks ago. I got it. Then it took me. I started cleaning out the filing cabinet. It was very dusty, and I had to get some WD-40 was very making a lot of noise when you pulled the drawers out, and that's when I noted. And that's how I noticed the folder. It was taped to the bottom of a drawer, which I thought was very odd.
Which house he lives in? Can you show us?
Oh yeah, and that's when she points at the window. It's like, oh what? Oh my, what's going on? And as there's just more police walking, yeah, it is impossible to ignore that there is a major police presence on your street. But it's not. They're not focused on Dr. Willis's house, but Dr. Willis' house is literally across the street from Nancy's house, and it's a larger house. It's like a 2-story house. Nancy's house is 1 story.
So they're not stopping at Nancy's house, but they're also not stopping at the doctor's house.
Yes, it's down the street, like half a block. It seems, yeah. Those of you with criminology trained can realize that it must be a house on this street. Yeah.
Well, it's either very bad timing or something has broken containment. Okay. I'm gonna tell Nancy.
I'm just gonna ask her and just say that I'm not sure what that's about, but we'd be very interested in seeing that folder.
Gee. I'm sorry. Yeah, she's very distracted. It's like, oh yes, of course. She goes over, leaves the living room to go get it.
Yeah. I've got like a little camera that I can use. That's like higher pixelation, like a cell phone camera that I can use to take pictures of documents. So I was going to use that to try to just like snap a picture of everything in the folder. So just while
she just gives you the folder when she comes back.
She gives it to me. Okay, cool.
You made your check. She believes you. You're she's doing the right thing. She's helping fight fraud. Like I said, she's very naive. But she, yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
I guess they're hopefully dealing with. Hopefully, before a gunfight or whatever the fuck is about to happen starts, I would like to roll like bureaucracy or history or something to like maybe to skim this thing and see what's going on here.
Yeah, bureaucracy. If you want to skim it, like you'll get it, but it would take time to skim it to figure out.
No, I missed it again. Fucking 76 over. 60.
You're kind of like all the fucking.
A lot.
There's a well, it's also that there's a lot of armed dudes outside. What the
fuck?
And you get this sinking feeling in your stomach that these are connected somehow, but you don't know how.
I've been trying not to think about that ever since he started talking about the weird guy that lives across the street.
Yeah.
Jason's gonna thank Mrs. Milford for her time. Tell her to stay indoors for the moment, as it looks like there's some kind of commotion going outside, and then I will go out to see if I can figure out what the thing is. I'll have my badge on hand.
Yeah, whoever was the FBI agent, go out and see what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of expediency, the FBI agent can also, like, these two are with me, like, they're consultants.
Okay, that works. That works.
I'm not gonna like let you be excluded from the rest of the game, So as soon as you step outside, there's an armed SWAT officer with an assault rifle, body armor, and everything. And he tells you to go inside, but you show him your FBI badge, and he's like, "Oh, why are you here? Are you here for? You're not. Is this related to Harold Atkins?
Is that the name of the man that's not the name of the old man, right?
It is not.
Not the one name we know.
So, Jace, what do you say to that?
No, we're. I guess I could.
You can give me an int ×5 check, real quick.
I will. So let's see that. I don't think that's 55 for me, which is not terrible. 27 and 55.
Well, yes, he's a person of interest to us. What's he done now? That's the right answer.
Yes. Okay. I was going to say, that's exactly what I say.
Yes. Okay, let me get. I'll take you to the commanding officer on scene. I don't know police procedures out of character that well, but yeah, he takes you to a guy who's set up behind the SWAT tank, SWAT APC. You know, and you introduce yourself as an FBI agent, and he's like, "Well, about 30 minutes ago, Harold." About an hour ago, Harold, that we received a 911 call from a distributed delivery driver who claimed that the man at this address, you know, which is on the street, but down there, he points it out. That's Harold Atkins' address. He's a registered homeowner of this of that house. Threatened the delivery driver, and he didn't. The driver was very disturbed by it, and so the dispatch sent out to local police to assess what was going on. And the police, we don't know exactly what happened to them, but they went in, and one officer called out saying, Officer Sanchez and Officer Williams, and Williams called out saying he's got Sanchez, and then went dead. Then the radio, they have not responded to the radio, so we don't know what happened in the house, but he either has them hostage or they're dead in there, and with two officers MIA, we have rolled in, and that's where we are. What do you know about Mr. Atkins?
I'll let someone else do the lying for me here.
You might be out of luck because I'm not very good at it.
Oh well,
I mean, good role playing will supplant the need for a dice roll. This is not you could. If you come up with a plausible line of BS, or you could use law or bureaucracy or criminology. Yeah,
we think he might be involved in fraud against the government.
Okay,
yeah. That's we were canvassing. We were, you know, interviewing neighbors in advance of a
grand jury. Yeah,
he might have gotten wind of it and gotten paranoid.
Yeah. Like we were trying to get information that we could, you know, get a grand jury together, try to convict this guy. You know,
well, we have interviewed. We have cleared the houses next to him, around him, and so far no one's reported any noise or any shots fired on this. So, however, he disabled or threat. So either he threatened them. There's no proof that he has a gun yet. There's no firearms registered under his name. And so we don't know exactly what's going on. So we'll if you don't have any additional insight, we'll keep you on site, but obviously this is still a local operation. Any insight you have is useful. But I'll tell the officers that you're on scene and to cooperate with you. Anything we can do to get our officers back and to resolve this situation peacefully would be ideal. If you have any insight on how to approach Mr. Atkins, that would be great. But if he's, for going from fraud to this is a dramatic escalation, he must be more unstable or desperate than we know, I guess. It doesn't take a human check to realize this officer is just like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? Is more confused, but than anything else. Nothing about this fits a profile. I mean, this guy doesn't even have any registered guns, which doesn't mean he can't have guns. He could certainly get them any number of ways, but no one heard shots fired. So
I guess so. They've cleared the one house radius, or the one, or adjoining
the houses. His next door neighbors essentially.
Does that include the old man?
No, the old man's half a block down. Like it's like 4 houses away.
I'm gonna go to the old man because just take a flyer on this, that there's a connection here.
Sure. And you walk across. Here. You walk across the street. Dr. Willis lives in a nice 2-story house.
Could I ask the commander there for maybe like a radio so we can
Oh,
hear
sure,
what's
yeah, he
going
gives you
on
a
too?
radio.
Yeah, yeah. I would ask that, and then I'd head on after my partner there.
Yeah, Micro, is there anything you want to do, or are you just tagging along to go
I
to
mean,
the
I'm
house?
gonna go with them. So
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I'm explosive device guy. Why would I go to the different place? That would be the suspicious for them.
Yeah. Also, out of character, you guys can have normal stuff appropriate for your character. So obviously, the FBI agent has a gun. Renee, if your character has a firearms trained, you could also have a gun because a handgun.
I drove here. Yeah.
And Micro, you could obviously have a handgun, and because you're EOD specialist, you could have one explosive surprise. Because
I've got
Delta
it.
Green. Yeah,
I've got it at 20, so I'll just say I have like a 380 piece.
No,
so
if
I,
it
like,
20 is untrained.
okay.
So
Fuck.
like,
Oh, well.
yeah, if you had it at 40 or better, you could.
Damn it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
20 is untrained. That means you don't know how to use a gun other than point and click, and that's sort of my house rules.
All right, that's fair.
Obviously, you could request to get a gun from the police, which would require some kind of skill roll.
No, I don't think you would have thought of doing that.
Yeah. So the three of you head across the street.
Like unarmed or something. I can
Yeah.
punch a guy at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the three of you head across the street. Dr. Wills lives in a nice 2-story house. You know, the lawn looks a little unkempt compared to the other ones. Like no one's mowed. It should have been mowed last week and it hasn't. And all three of you can give me alertness checks as you look at the house.
Give it a shot.
Hey, 16. That's a good. That works for me.
I made mine.
Okay. Those of you who make it realize that the windows, the curtains are drawn, but furthermore, there is newspaper taped up on the inside of the windows.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So you're not going to be able to look through any of the windows. And it appears to be dark. You knock on the door and there's no reply.
Suppose the police are occupied, and
you can hear the commander on a bullhorn like, Harold Atkins, this is the police. We would like you to come out with your hands up. So no one would get hurt. Yeah, they're starting the suspect in armed suspect in house procedure, basically.
I'm going to turn to Renee and say, you heard that cry of distress from inside there too, didn't you, just now?
Well, we could also go check around back. I mean, they're all out front. They're not looking at the back.
That's true. Okay.
So I do have a quick question because it says under foreign languages and other skills, there's one that says a 50. So I was wondering if I could have the 50 be craft lockpick because that's my hobby.
Yeah, you can watch the lockpicking lawyer.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm not gonna. But you want to do that in the back door, not the front door.
I want to try and jimmy the back door instead of breaking a window or something.
I'll say you can easily get it is a fenced backyard, but you don't have to make a roll to deal with that. So you open up the side gate and get to the back. Again, the backyard hasn't been mowed in a while. There is a little shed, and where he would, the normal kind of shed where you keep lawnmowers and stuff like that.
Is it just
like
it's
been in use recently?
How would you tell that? Like it's a shed.
Well, just if it's overgrown, then there should be
slightly like maybe a week or two. Like it's the rest of this neighborhood is very nice and all the lawns are very manicured.
Sure. You know what I mean? He's old guy, doesn't have a gardener, and he's letting it slide, is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But
recently.
Or he might be dead.
Yeah.
If there was like a desire line from the house or something, or there's like a
like a path.
Well-trodden path.
There definitely is a path, but I mean that's something built up over years. So
but there's we'll go see if we can spring the door then.
Yeah, roll lockpicking.
Let me see. I got a 9. Yes, I made it.
Yeah, the lockpicking lawyer covered this particular lock. You watched that episode multiple times. It's one of your neighbors has the exact same lock, so it's a party trick at a backyard party. You picked his lock to the delight of the crowd. So it's trivial for you. Dunk. All right, it's you unlock the door. What do you do next?
I open the door and then just invite them in.
Okay. You go in, the lights are all off. It smells stale. There's a musty kind of papery smell. And you can see there are papers on the tables, on all the surfaces scattered about. Some are thumbtacked to the walls. It looks rather messy and chaotic inside, and books are on the floor or also on surfaces. There are a lot of bookshelves. The kitchen, there are dishes piled up in the sink, lots of opened cans of beans, and other easily consumable foods, food wrappers. There's like cardboard boxes with bottled water that have been opened up, and ramen noodles, instant ramen, and things like that.
I got search of 60, so that's probably what I'm just gonna start looking at this
All right.
stuff. Get my phone out, turn the brightness up to max, get my stupid little document camera,
Mhm.
and just start documenting.
All right, Micro. So sorry. Micro, are you also searching, or what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm gonna look around for living persons in here, in other rooms.
Okay. In that case, roll alertness. Searching the thing for clues is search. And then Jace, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to look for the old man himself.
Okay, that's also alertness. So
I made mine alertness.
okay, the house is empty.
I did not make the search.
You didn't critically fail though, right?
No, I did not crit fail.
Jace, what did you get on alertness?
76, which is I failed that too.
Okay. Well, fortunately, Micro clears the house. You do realize somebody is living here actively still. Like, there's relatively there's food that was open within like less than 12 hours. So you pick that up. Like a can of beans with a spoon in it, but it is not totally solidified. It's only been standing out for a couple hours. So yeah,
I'll search. I'll do my own search then as well.
On a failed search, yeah, you can. Well, before you get to that, with your failed search check, you do get something. You realize that there's sort of two areas. There is the upstairs area near his bedroom, and the downstairs area where you're currently at, and you wonder if there's actually two people living here, because the upstairs areas also has notes and notebooks and messages and things. There's a lot of writing in both areas, but the upstairs areas has a different handwriting style than the downstairs area. And the upstairs area, it's all in spiral bound notebooks, like students or like things you get at a college, and it seems to be more like journal diary kind of stuff. And the stuff down here is more it's a more organized writing system and more systematic, reminds more of like a research notes. But this is about 10-15 minutes. Say it's been about half an hour since you all noticed the cops rolling in, and that's when you hear gunfire outside, a burst of and then followed by a lot of yelling, and screaming. So all of you make sand checks for violence. Like, oh shit, what's going on? This is just 0-1.
I was gonna say I maybe jumped the gun on my search roll, but I got my second 55 of the session, so that's a critical success. But I also failed my sand roll. So
okay, okay.
I also failed my sand roll.
Okay, so that's one sand. As you all dive for cover, expecting to hear glass shatter and bullets hit the building, but nothing does. But you hear there's someone screaming in pain. Someone got hit, but Let's see here. Renee, what about you? Did you make your sand check? Star asked Renee.
Oh yeah, I made mine. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you're not as freaked out by it. You realize the gunshots aren't directed at the building; they're down the street. And
I'm gonna go like peek out just a little bit, like out of one of the. If I could like peel down the paper a little bit and just kind of maybe see what's going on. If there's like something real crazy happening out there.
Okay. What you see is there are cops surrounding. It looks a bit chaotic, but like it looks like the cops are pointing guns at another officer, another police officer who is down on the ground with his his hands behind his head and is surrendering. And there's another there are two other people treating another. It looks like they're giving first aid or treatment to another officer. It looks like he was shot. Blue on blue.
Looks like
but it's across the street from Atkins' house. It's not anywhere near Atkins' house.
So yeah, I'm still under the. I
looks like the cops shot each other.
Yeah, there's something going on. I'm gonna let that sort of.
Well, you did get a critical success on searching.
Yes, I'm gonna let
okay, were you searching upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs, where I was looking.
Okay. It's. I need there's what just looking at this diary and it's like, I need to get Nurse Burke's help. If she can just get the key from the clinic, I can escape. And that's underlined. And it's there's an address. It's on this street.
Is it just doing the math? Considering they do skipping numbers, is the address on the street the house that is being raided right now?
No.
Well, okay. I was gonna say this seems like some sort of fucked up like professor and live-in TA situation, but have no idea what's going on here. So I'm gonna take that information down to the rest of the team and say it sounds like I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be of much use to these officers here.
Oh, you do have the radio too, so you can listen in and hear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It turned like the reporting's a bit scattered, but it seems one officer walked onto a lawn, had some kind of panic attack or freaked out, and opened fire by mistake and hit another police, but immediately surrendered. And the other officer was shot in their armor, so they'll be fine. But
that's weird.
Yeah, it's directly across the street from. Well, it's another house. Yeah. Yeah. The officer said as soon as he stepped onto that lawn, he saw someone coming at him, like someone and he had to. He was afraid for his life. Yeah.
That's it. I was gonna say. I'm still under the impression here that whatever's going on has something to do with whatever Copperplate is. That there's something actively strange happening to these officers. We're not going to be of any help to them, like jumping into it. We have this address here. We should go there and see if we can crack this puzzle before things get any worse.
Okay.
I mean, the cop's gonna be busy, so we should be able to get there.
Yeah, it's actually the opposite direction from the standoff, so it's easy to walk down the street.
If we've got another address, then yeah, we should probably head there.
All right, let's go.
So you walk away from the standoff, with no one notices you. There are onlookers already peeking out from their front doors and windows, trying to figure out what's going on. So yeah, it's easy to get to Zoe this address, and yeah, you're in front of this one-story house. It's a nice house, and you can see. Actually, there are all the three of you can give me alertness checks.
Alertness.
Somehow I made another athletics roll.
Hey, I succeed.
So
I made it. Yeah.
Wow, almost a straight. Well, 14 and 15. Huh.
okay. So those of you who make it, you could see that there is a woman in her like late 30s, something like that, looking out the window, and there is an old man next to her, also looking out the window, but they seem to be talking to each other and looking at trying to, yeah. The old man you recognize from photos at that's Dr. Willis.
Well, then, I think we know someone escaped. Let's knock on the door and see if we can get separate these two and get them talking.
Okay. You knock on the door. The woman answers it. Is like, hello?
What's the old man's name? Sorry, again, Doctor.
Dr. Blake Willis.
Okay, it says, "Ma'am, we're looking for Dr. Blake Willis. We need to talk to him urgently."
Give me human.
Oh, 89. That's a fail.
I'm sorry, there's no one here by that name.
I saw him through the window, ma'am.
That her name is not Dr. Willis. No. Other people, if you're all with him, you can also make human X checks.
I did. I missed.
Okay.
I also missed.
Well,
I say, ma'am, we are actively looking for a Dr. Willis. We know that there is something happening on this block that is somehow related to him, and we need his consultation urgently. It is a matter of life and death.
you have the wrong house. She closes the door on you.
Well, shit.
I mean, we can always break in from the back.
Yeah.
You could, but man, what? God damn it. Well, I mean, do we?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is things like things are already spiraling out of control. What's one more like shit show?
I don't really. I agree that my guy is probably already kind of like looking for a good way to surreptitiously go around the back. It seems like they were kind of involved in some kind of heated conversation. So maybe we'll just head on around to the back and see if the lawyer can get us into this house too.
Yeah, or I could like knock on the door and then kick it in once the woman's there.
Hey, we could just fucking do that too if you want. But if I can't spring the lock.
Okay, so what is it you want to do? Which option are you going with?
I mean, I don't imagine we're going to actually. Well, that's not true. I'll follow their lead. I was going to say we could just break in, but yeah, I don't know.
Tell you more. I mean, you're probably going to have to go subdue her anyway, so it's a little less visible.
Yeah. All right. I'll knock.
She does not open the door. She just tells you, go away from inside.
In that case, I'll just try and keep her busy while my compatriots are trying to break in on the other side.
Okay. All right.
I got this.
All right. She just has a little chain link fence in the back. It's easy to climb over without having to make a roll.
Yeah, I did not make the pick lock roll.
No, you don't have to. Well, yeah. Okay. So yeah, you can't pick her back door. She has a better lock on the back door. When you, Micro, what are you doing?
I'm looking for an open window from the kitchen side. There is one.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an alertness check.
And I make it.
Yeah, you see one. Give me athletics to get to it.
And that one I fail.
All right. As you realize that there is an open window in the kitchen, you run to it to try and dive in, but you see Dr. Willis go to the window and close it and lock it as he's looking at you. And give me a power times 5 roll as he looks at you in the eyes.
And I make it, actually. Lucky me.
All right. You lose 1 willpower and you have a splitting headache.
Okay, it's time to kick down this. Well, actually, I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, you don't know that yet. But yeah, it just looking at him is agonizingly painful.
I've had enough of this shit. Whatever this is.
I put my hands on my head. Ow!
I'll hear the yelp and I will kick down that door.
Okay. String times 5.
Hey, 5 under.
All right. You knock the door down. You knocking her to the ground. The woman's her name is Zoe Burke, by the way. That is the woman in the house.
I'm pulling a gun on her and
yeah, she freaks out. She's like, "Don't shoot, though, please. I'm just trying to help Sandy. I'm just trying to help her." And you're like, "What who the fuck are you talking about?" Give me a power times 5 roll there, Jace.
okay. I've got decent power. Let's see if I can maintain it. I can. It's an 8.
Okay, you lose 1 willpower and you get a splitting headache. As you find it hard to look at Dr. Willis as he glares at you as he comes in from the kitchen and says, "Stay away from her." His voice sounds strange, high pitched, as though it was not like the voice of a gravelly old man.
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do in response to that?
What?
I was going to say I'm going to shoot the old man, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I
Well,
mean,
well, that shit's happening. And like, can I? Is there a rock or something I can use to just smash out the back door window and just get in that way?
Yeah, you can do that. Give me Dex times 5 to avoid.
Fucking escalated.
Yeah. Give me Dex times 5 to avoid cutting yourself on the broken glass because you're doing this in a hurry, I assume.
Got 50-50.
Yeah, you might cut
11.
yourself.
I got an 11.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're. It's like Hollywood, just in. Yeah, that was on a special episode of the Lockpicking Lawyer. The speed lockpicking. Yeah. So and Mike Reed, now you can get in through the back way. But yeah, sorry, yeah, Renee, give me you see the old man. Give me a will power times 5.
15. I made it.
All right, 1 willpower, and you have an agonizing headache as long as you look at him.
I'm going to take a bluff or to take a thing and say, I'm going to say Sandy is in danger from whatever the fuck you guys are doing. You know what's happening down the street?
It's them. They're looking. Dr. Wills again blurts out, "They're looking for me because I'm trying to escape from the clinic. Don't you see? I need the nurse's help to get the key so I can escape."
Who
give me human checks with a plus 20 bonus this time.
All right.
I somehow make it.
I somehow make it too.
Yeah. Zoe's eye. You realize Zoe is her eyes seem to be a bit clouded, and she's acting very slowly to stimulus. She's kind of befuddled or almost drugged or something, and Dr. Willis is acting and behaving in a way that would not be consistent with someone of his age and gender. And he almost, though, as he was acting like he was someone much younger and female, and he is talking about escaping from a clinic. Yeah. This is very odd.
I'm gonna point my gun at him and say, "Who are you?"
I'm Sandy. I'm a patient. I'm one of the test subjects. Are you with Copperplate?
No, I'm not.
We're investigating Copperplate.
What are there more? Something is going on down the street. I can tell you are I'm gonna trust you that you're not some sort of fucked up monster. You seem very scared.
Yes, they've been experimenting on me. They've been doing horrible things to me. I just want to get out. I just want to escape from this institution.
And yet you have also, you tried to do something to me just a minute ago. What is that? What are you doing?
I don't know. They're trying to turn me into a weapon.
What is the key?
A key to get out of the security door, so I can escape the institution.
You're here now. What do you mean?
We're in the institution. We're in Copperplate. Give me all of you roll power at or power times 2, not power times 5.
Oh boy.
Oh, fun.
Oh boy.
That's a whole nothing for me.
I somehow
Times
make that roll.
2 would be one.
I rolled 9.
No.
All right, those of you who fail, give me sand checks. If you make it, you lose
I did make
5 willpower as you are overwhelmed with intense pain, but it passes after a moment. You feel extremely tired afterwards, as though you've run a marathon. But now for sand checks, who failed? Who sand checks?
I failed.
Jace, you failed.
Mhm.
And Renee, did you succeed or fail?
I passed.
If you pass, you lose 1 sand, and it's like everything gets hazy, like it's a mirage, and you start seeing different walls, like you're in a tile, like the hallway of a hospital or some sort of old institution, some sort of big building, and it's like old style. It's like something like a much older type of hospital corridor.
Well, like from the 60s or something?
Something like that, yeah, but it disappears. Now for you who failed, I'll just use I'll use DieSpot. Let's see what DieSpot has to say about this. Only 1 for you as well. But you briefly see, this institutional hallway from the 60s, and everyone else is there, but you're no longer in a suburban house. Each of you sees a different vision of what's happening.
Oh God, we've been Shutter Islanded. Oh man.
With only 1 sand loss though, and you do make it, you're able to fight it off. And both of you,
okay. Say, oh shit. Okay, well,
what is Copperplate?
It's what's trapping me. It's where I'm being held.
I can't help you if you don't tell me more about it.
I can't. They say it's a secret. They say they'll kill me if I tell the outsiders. You're not one of them. And Dr. Wills passes out.
Oh, that's fun. Shit. So we need the key. I mean, man, I don't know if this is going to be one of those. If the key is really the key, how does Mrs. Zoe, how does she react to this?
She just kind of wavers and then she kind of there's a chair nearby and she sinks into it. She's sort of puts her head between her knees and starts moaning softly.
I see. Oh, fuck.
I'm just gonna go look around for keys in the house.
Yeah, there are keys. There's house keys. There's a big keychain by the front door. Car keys, house key, that kind of thing.
So we found a journal on the second floor of the doctor's house.
Yeah.
Does it include any other info other than?
I mean, it's dozens of pages of stuff. You start flipping through it. It's they one thing comes June 15th, 1978. new experiments today. They want me to look at predict which tarot card the doctor in the other room is holding or looking at. I think they call it remote viewing.
I see. That's yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess the question is the Sandy? Does she, when she talks about a key, does she know what she is talking about, and can we get to it? Is the question.
Zoe doesn't seem to be in any position like to talk about this.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'm just talking. I'm just talking to the
well, while you're thinking about this, I'm going to get some more water. I'll be right back. You can all take a break if you want, or you keep talking about what the fuck is going on in this normal, very routine mission. So be
I feel like there's some kind of like psychic prison that these people are like trapped in. Like there's
I mean, it feels like there is there's like a dome, or like there's a great old X-Files one-off episode where where Mulder and Scully get like dosed by, or they fall into like a fungus infected like hill, or like into a cave, and it's like it's a psychedelic mushrooms, so they like the spores like make them hallucinate they're in a different place. I mean, obviously, I mean, Shutter Island is, or I guess The Matrix, or whatever. But yeah, there is some sort of I wonder at what point we would have crossed over, if indeed, I mean, it's also possible that we have always been inside of this thing.
Well, I mean, it for all we know, it's something that you're sort of pulled into in a way we don't. I mean, it's clearly, to say it's something we don't understand is like no shit. But I mean, because I feel like I almost ended up there for a second. So
Yeah.
it might be something like that body swap spell, but instead of like swapping your body to like another person, it just drops it into this place, your mind at least. And then your
It could
body
be
just kind of
Yeah.
keeps running, but
right.
your conscious experience is like somewhere else. Like who knows?
Well, I mean, that's the thing, is like,
I think we need to maybe tie these people up, and when they wake up, we could have them try to explain some things from the file that we have.
I mean, maybe we should just get them to the green box and
We
interrogate
could do a
them
lot
there.
of things. I think it might be kind of hard to move them out of here, but yeah.
I mean, the question right now is what is happening in that in the house down the street. There were two people who were living in the room, or in that house, one of whom is the doctor who is here.
We should probably ask for a radio update and see how that's going.
Yeah, and the cop who fired on another one because he thought he saw someone coming. That might have been, from what we see, like someone was coming at him in the other in the whatever the real reality. I mean, the question is this like is this like an altered reality sort of thing, where the dimensions of space are real, but we are seeing something outside, or are we?
It would be neat if we could figure out how to talk to, if we could talk to that guy that shot somebody. I mean, that might be a little late now, but
all right, I'm back. You can ask to talk to him. You have the radio.
Yeah,
and the FBI
but I
agent.
was sure. We have the radio. I was gonna ask if we could at least like listen in to see if there are any updates on that front. But what I was thinking about doing is trying to get these people sort of secured somewhere, and then maybe we can ask them about things because they seem to know about Copperplate. What if we just show them the folder and then ask them, like, do you know what? Can you explain any of this shit to us? Or knowing any of this might enlighten you? Like, what is going on?
They might know something, but I don't know if we have the time to like sober them up, or we don't know what's happened to them. We can certainly secure them, but I don't know if interrogating them is within our scope right now.
feasible. Yeah,
You
they seem to not be entirely in the same plane of reality we are.
Yeah. You can. You do have that notebook on you, that spiral notebook. Flipping through it, you do notice something unusual. It starts in March 15th, 1978, and goes to August 1978. And then, but then you notice you keep flipping forward, it goes back to, then you forward to another page, it's April 1978. But then you start looking at the dates and you realize it's looping between March and August 1978. And the first March 15th, 1978 entry is nearly identical to the second March 15th, 1978 entry.
I guess the other thing I was going to ask is, since I have the folder, then like, because there's some of the things that have happened to us, can I try and reread the folder and maybe like pick out like more of what might be relevant now that I've maybe experienced some things related to this, so I can go with the.
Well, there were a lot of documents back at Dr. Willis's house that you didn't really.
Oh yeah, that stuff. I meant like the folder that she gave us.
It's very thin.
That.
There's only like 30 or 4 pages. I'll say it's like, it's under 50 pages. And skimming it, you can give me another bureaucracy check.
Okay.
Under
60. 13. Yes, I made it this time.
Okay. What you look at it seems to be very troubling that Copperplate is the name of an institution, the code name of an institution they're using for a research project involving abducted children and teenagers. And you don't find its location, but it is, you realize Dr. Willis was holding it as an insurance policy, essentially. Like, you realize if something, and Dr. Willis was part of this project, and as a young researcher, and
he took it home with him.
He took it home with him. He wasn't supposed to, but this has incriminating information on, like, if something happened to Dr. Willis and this information got out, it would be extremely embarrassing, showing that the Department of Defense condoned kidnapping and experimenting on teenager U.S. citizens.
Oh,
right. No, I don't mean he took it home as in he took this document home. I mean he took the research home. This is
not research. This is all like the practicalities of finding qualified teenagers, whatever that means. That it's not explained in these documents, but like taking them to be kidnapping teenagers and children to experiment on them. And these are U.S. citizens on U.S. soil.
Right.
Well, that notebook was talking about remote viewing.
And it talks about there are names of generals and highly placed personnel that have signed documents okaying this. So this is like an explosive amount of material. But like it's buried under like legalese, and an idiot would not understand what this meant. Like Nancy Milford had this, and like had she posted this to any of her Facebook groups, this would have blown up like Pizzagate. But she didn't understand what she was looking at.
Right. And maybe the bigger concern right now is that we have this documentation, but we also have this sense that maybe it's not real because this neighborhood isn't real, because we are in Copperplate right now, or something is happening. I don't know. Or maybe
I don't want to assume that's the case just yet.
Yes, let's not. Okay, so what is our next move? So another theory is that there's still a child in Copperplate, and there is some sort of exchange that is happening when we're seeing this other place, we are looking through their eyes, not through our own eyes, and like a truer reality. So they are wreaking havoc remotely onto. They followed him here, and they want out from where they are right now. In which case, do we find? I mean, I don't know if there's any way of like figuring out which key is which, but is there anything in this house that that seems out of place or is
Okay.
like
You can give me search checks.
Yeah.
more I think about it, the more it does seem like this is someone reaching out and trying to get us to come to
Did
them.
not make it.
Okay.
I did succeed with a 17.
Okay. Micro, are you searching as well, or do you want to do something different?
I mean, I'm just gonna first rob the guy so that the people that are like the Sandy, so that she's not gonna be.
Well, again,
running
Dr.
around
Wills
freely
referred to
like
himself as Sandy, and so yeah.
Right. But we think, it seems, that this person is, and I think this person is puppeting people remotely.
Yep, and they would have want to handcuff here so she doesn't get like restaurant or something like that.
Okay,
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
precaution.
definitely.
I'll say you have 2 sets of handcuffs. You can handcuff, or you have zip ties. You can zip tie both of them pretty easily. And they're both, Zoe's still conscious, but she's like, not responsive. She's like clearly just
Very low
just kind of in a trance. But your search of house reveals nothing unusual.
Damn it.
It's not weird like Dr. Willis's house.
Well,
Sandy thinks there's a key to
Yes. To Copperplate, yeah.
But it's not here.
Mhm.
Shit. Well, so let's get on the horn and see if this is also Sandy who is causing havoc down the street.
Okay. What? Okay. The radio, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. What? So, are you asking just for an update on what's happening, or are you actually?
I'm going to ask to be if they're on the same channel. I guess if we can be put through and like if we can communicate with the with.
You want to talk to Harold Atkins?
Yes, to Harold Atkins.
Okay. Yeah, Harold Atkins is the guy who caused the 911 call and has kidnapped or killed 2 officers.
Yes.
And the commander's like, okay, you want to talk to them? What information do you have that I don't? Like, what are you going to say to this guy? I don't want him, if he has officers hostage, I don't want you to say something that could cause him to like kill them.
So this is what I will say, that I think we have gained some insight into a possible delusion that this man has, and we might be able to talk him down.
Okay. Well, he has not answered the phone calls from his home phone, his cell phone, or any of the officers' phones or radios. I have the bullhorn. You would have to go outside and use the bullhorn outside. That's the only way we've been able. I mean, I assume he can hear us. He's definitely inside the house. We have a thermal vision, and we can't. Well, we've used the thermal vision is odd. I'll tell you when you get here. Just come to me.
Okay. I'll do that, and I'm going to address them as Sandy when we get there. But if nothing happens before we get there.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, while he was doing that, I wanted to see if they had the cop that shot that committed the blue on blue around, because I wanted to ask him if he saw anything, like just to get him to describe what he saw, if that was possible.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
You say just kind of like, it's like I heard you saw something strange when is what you're saying. So we've been working on our own thing that seems related, and I think something strange might have happened to me.
Okay.
While we were working, I was just curious to see if our accounts would line up.
Okay. Micro, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go with the agent with the
Bullhorn.
bullhorn to speak.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do Renee's thing first. The arrested officer, the one who panicked. He says, "That house." He points at the house he stepped on the lawn on. As soon as I did that, everything got dark, like I was somewhere else, and I saw something. This silvery being, like an angel or a demon. It was coming at me, and it was wanting to drag me into the void. And I shot at it, and I guess I panicked. It was coming from that house. There's something wrong with that house. And you can give me human check.
I doubt I'm gonna make it, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go. Nope.
Okay, well, that's what he tells you, and he's happy to volunteer this information, which is, ending. Obviously, his career as a law enforcement officer has ended.
Yeah, I just kind of know. I was like, all right, we'll have a look, man.
So, but you do see that house. Everyone is avoiding that house, which seems extremely odd that no one has. No one has gone to investigate the house. The officer says is it is across the street from Harold Atkins' house. Yeah.
Once Renee, not Renee. Once we finish on the bullhorn, then then I guess we'll probably go check out that house if nothing else crazy happens.
Okay. So. Don't listen to Ross Payton. He's a monster. Yay! Thanks, chat. Yeah. I am. Yeah, of course. It looked like an angel with even, and I shot at it. Yeah, classic Delta Green. So yeah. Thanks, listeners, viewers. So the Jace, I assume you're the one holding the bullhorn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna say, Sandy, if you're there, I'm going to call. I'm going to list out the last 4 digits of my phone number and say, I'm going to call from this number, pick up, we'll talk this through. And then we're going to call that house.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The you do establish, someone picks up the phone, but there's no, what do you say? They do not reply. They do not talk first.
I say, is this Sandy?
No.
Who are you?
How do you know who Sandy is?
Because they spoke to me. I don't know where they are now.
You stay away from Sandy. The Sandy is protected by the presence of the void. Do you understand?
I don't.
Then stay away from Sandy. It is none of your business.
What is your end goal? What are you trying to do?
Sandy shall ascend to the presence and become as one with the void.
I see.
You do not see. You see nothing. You are a fool meddling with things you do not understand, and you will stay away, or the void will swallow you up.
Okay. Shit. I have no idea what to say to this. Like, this is not, I should have guessed this is not going to be Sandy. This is going to be some other weirdo. Oh God. Micro.
Ask him what his name is. Maybe he'll tell you.
Yeah. It says, "Who are you?"
I am blessed by the presence of the void.
That's not a name. Do you still have a name?
I mean, maybe his parents had a thick sense of humor to give him such a name.
There is only the presence in the void. And I am lucky. I am blessed to be touched by it. You shall not be blessed by the presence. You shall only know the void, and it will swallow you up.
You know there's a world outside where you are, right?
An illusion.
No, it's real.
I see the darkness between the stars. Do you?
Go outside at night, man. Everyone can.
Like you've lost the ability to see. You've been looking far away for so long. You don't even know where you are anymore.
I know where all things begin and end.
Oh God, they turn these kids into telescopes. Shit.
Tell the others to leave, and I shall spare them.
I mean, just let go of the hostages first.
Are you gonna let these hostages in this house go if they leave?
You don't understand. They have been kissed by the void. They are... And then he hangs up.
I see.
Yep, delusions.
Yeah, we're gonna need to. I'm gonna apologize to the cops. Say that this is someone like this is. We're still working on it, and I'm going to.
All right, roll persuade.
We're still working on that.
Roll persuade.
I tried my best.
Yep. Hey, 17. That's a success.
Okay, well, he's like, boy, he is delusional. You were right. Good call there, agent. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad we have an expert on the scene.
Yeah.
What do you recommend? Should we do you think we should keep wait them out, or should we storm?
Wait them out.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
It's
weird though. We did with the thermal vision is we have a thermal camera and we can see one person moving around, but we see the other. There must have something like blocking something refrigerated or something that's blocking the thermal camera, because we see. He shows you the camera and you can see one person moving around. It's not perfect because thermal cameras are not magic, right? But like you can see the presence of one adult man in there for sure. But there are occasionally hotspots showing up, but they look like like an arm or a head, and then they kind of disappear again.
So is there less? Should we be seeing more? Like, does that mean that? Essentially,
it's indistinct. We only see like an arm or a piece of them.
Yeah, but the warmth means they're alive. But like, where's the rest of them? Or like, what do they have that's covering up the rest of their heat signature?
Possibly some sort of void.
What are you talking? What?
But if we talk to Renee, so there's another house that.
Yeah,
not the one we're looking at.
I'm gonna point toward the one that the cop, had his incident at, and he just said like I just relate like he said that he approached that house and he said he was somewhere else, somewhere dark. He thought he saw some being moving towards him. He described it as some kind of angel, and he said he shot at it, and then I guess he. Maybe whatever aggressive response made him snap out of it. I don't really know who knows, but that's what he told me he saw. So he said that he was convinced that it came from that house and that it's wrong. And I've noticed that just watching that the other cops are avoiding it.
So you're telling this to the commander on scene?
No, I'm telling
Okay.
my command.
Okay. I was gonna say like, yeah.
Hell no, I'm not telling.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
I say that so I think what's happening here is we have both Sandy, who is sane enough, and this other person who has gone insane. They're both trapped in this copperplate facility. They're both projecting. And it's this question of where copperplate is. What if this prison or this cell that they're keeping these kids, what if he didn't go far? What if this professor did not go far from where he lived? Maybe this house here is the prison.
I mean, there is a bunch of documents that you haven't looked at in his house.
Back at his place, we could.
What do you think? They're on a holding pattern here. We don't know what else is going on, whether clocks are running against, but we can do more research. We can run in.
I mean, you can always call our handlers to find out where these guys are working.
I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea to call and ask, just maybe mention the doctor's name and some things we found out. Maybe they would, maybe ACEL could, they might know something about this guy. And
yeah, I mean,
although I have a feeling that they just tell us to go into the house he pointed out. But
yeah, well, I mean, it's still, I mean, the name might mean something to them, so we can. Yes. One of us can radio or can call in with an update, and we will. Let's. Yeah, because I searched the top floor, but not the bottom floor. So
we got interrupted by the gunfire. So
yeah. Let's go back. Be as quick as we can, because I don't know what's going to happen.
Sure. All right. Are all three of you going back to Dr. Willis's house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You go back to the house. No one has touched it. There's a ton of stuff on the second floor, or on the first floor. The second floor,
yes,
has Sandy's stuff, which is written more in cursive with a lighter hand.
I guess I had an actual cut because I have searched at least the bottom stuff. Does the stuff upstairs look like newer than the stuff downstairs?
They all look recent. Like there's not they all look like they were all. I mean, as far as you can tell, they're not like there's no signs of them being aged. Old documents are retrieved. They're not. The paper looks new. It does not look aged or dusty or anything like that. It's like this is stuff people wrote recently, as far as you can tell. At least from a cursory, there's no signifiers of like this is something that's been in a box for decades.
Okay. So is there anything, or just narrowing down our search, anything had to do with that address, the house that's being avoided? Is there anything about a key or?
Are you searching the first floor or second floor for that?
First floor.
First floor. Okay. Give me a search with a +20 bonus. You're narrowing it down to a specific address.
And that's a success.
You do find that it's test subject 2, Ellen Gardner, age 59, single, divorced. We induce telepathy via method 5, and she appears to perceive subject's thoughts. These are research notes. Someone has been experimenting on the person who lives on that house, Ellen Gardner. This is dated this year, like about a week ago. It is signed off by Dr. Willis. Actually, there is an odd thing about the dates. He experimented on her in 2026, a week ago, but it is signed off Dr. Willis, Copperplate, April 5, 1978. He's signing two mutually exclusive dates in the same document and doesn't realize the incongruity.
That's no good. So maybe start it up again. I guess the details doesn't matter. What is this about method 5? If we can figure out a way that they've induced this effect, maybe we can figure out a way to disrupt it.
This is by the way, for Age of Adventure, who asked a question in the chat, this is an original scenario. This is my first playtest of it. This is not a published scenario. So you all are you're my test subjects. So you didn't make your search check, and what you have realized is the methods are Dr. Willis' theory, hypothesis. Psychic abilities are contagious. My continued exposure and duration are contagious and transmittive. My exposure to subject, in quotes, Sandy, has resulted in my exposure and a mild telepathic or empathetic ability on my end. I realize I can focus and hone my techniques to expose others and transmit this quote unquote contagion. But only strong emotional responses, given my weak ability, are able to be transmitted. Therefore, I will work on traumatic memories as a more effective inducement of telepathic abilities onto new test subjects. And the test methods are test method 1, remembering vividly the day my dog died as a child. Memory 2, my seeing, and he just lists traumatic memories. And test 5, the exposure to my tour in Ice Cave.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Shit. Okay.
If you have a cult, you can make a roll.
I don't. But
okay.
Yeah. Got 40.
I know I don't like what's happening.
Yeah, I made it.
You made a cult?
Yeah, I did.
It occurs to you, if this theory is correct, if telepathic abilities, if psychic abilities are in fact contagious, transmittive, as he says, and memories are used to induce or to use as triggers for this, what if Dr. Willis is basically running on programming from old memories? That would that would explain the confused dates.
Yeah.
So he's basically dosing himself and confusing himself.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's
traumatic
a little
memory,
unstuck in time, is what it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So we know how he is made receptive. He's been making himself receptive. He has been opening himself up like an antenna and not sort of imposing or projecting. Okay, that makes sense. And yeah, so he definitely took his work home Shit. Okay. And so there's nothing about
all of the tests he is. But looking through the documents, you can find out he has been experimented on 3 people on this street in the last 3 weeks. Mike Buckley, Ellen Gardner, and Harold Atkins.
Okay. Okay, so let's but the thing is, Dr. Willis is not in his body. Where is it now? Where is he?
No, you met Dr. Willis. He was at Zoe Burke's house.
Yes, but he was he seemed to be
Sandy.
So maybe I misinterpreted that.
Well, with this theory about memories being the trigger, perhaps he was running on Sandy implanted her memories into him.
Yeah,
and he's running on her memories.
it seems like these people are so like they're donating psychic powers to each other. Like this guy became a telepath because another telepath was interacting with him enough. Like, and it seems like his experience might not be like linear through time anymore.
All 3 of you can give me an intelligence ×5 check.
And I guess that would explain the weird flashes of the facility. That was someone's memory.
I did not make the time. I did not make mine yet.
Yeah, I failed by 1.
I somehow.
You made it? Micro?
I made mine.
Micro, you suddenly remember all of those, not too long ago when you were talking to Nancy Milford, and you remember Nancy Milford is the one who found these documents and then asked Dr. Willis about them. And then you look at the dates of when he was experimenting on people. All of those happened after she asked him about that. So perhaps this Sandy caused him to repress the memories or forget all of this happened, and then someone cracked that memory block.
So just spitballing here because I wouldn't say I'm intrigued, but I'm also confused.
Okay.
Or about the possibilities here. So when we say that Sandy is running her memories through Dr. Willis, does that mean she is like we're running into essentially like recordings, or is there someone who is like actively
that you do not know?
Talking to someone. Were we talking to someone, or were we talking to like a reflect?
You don't know. Yeah, this could actually that is you do not know this at this point. You don't have the information to know whether the Sandy you talked to was a recording of Sandy from back in 1978, or if Dr. Willis has an active connection to Sandy, whoever that person is now. Remember, the Copperplate was 1978.
Yes.
So something happened to Dr. Willis in 1978 to make him forget about all of this. Right. And when Nancy Milford asked him about this, it unblocked that. And he had a bad reaction to it, obviously. Looking at the dates, and they're actually the times of these experiments are happening right now. Dr. Willis only experiments on these people on his street at night. And Sandy, it's daytime right now. So Sandy, you have no idea who that is. You have no idea if they're alive or not. But Dr. Willis at times is acting as though he were Sandy from 1978. And at other times thinks he is Dr. Willis from 1978. So he's acting on his memories and the memories of another person. Now, whether or not Sandy is alive or not, there's no way for you to know at this point. At least, but obviously Harold Atkins knows who Sandy is because he reacted to that name. So she seems to be important.
Okay. So in that case, we have this address for the weird house that hasn't been looked at yet. We also have those 2 other names besides Harold.
Yes, the weird house is owned by one of the test subjects, Ellen Gardner. So,
And
then
other...
Harold Atkins is the third test subject. The first test subject is Mike Buckley, who also lives on this street.
Is anything weird happened in front of Mike's house?
Not today, but you can run that name real quick with a computer use check or bureaucracy or criminology.
I've got.
I'll run bureaucracy. I'll call someone.
I'll run it too.
Yeah, I have 19. That works for me.
Okay, well, he got it, so it's all right then.
Mike Buckley, who is 62, 63, died of a brain aneurysm last week.
Oh, shit.
He was the first test subject.
I think we should go check out the spooky house before we start trying to get involved in a hostage situation.
I agree.
More than we already are.
I agree.
Okay. Yeah, easy to get to Ellen Gardner's house. It's just down the street. What's your approach?
So the cop was like on the lawn and like near. He was approaching the house on the lawn when he encountered this angel.
I think first we should go around back.
Okay.
And then I am probably the least dangerous out of all of us, so I will volunteer to step onto the lawn first because I'm unarmed and
good idea.
You can if I freak out, I'm probably not going to be able to hurt any of you too badly.
Yeah. You've also been attacked by psychic things in the last few hours, so you have a little context. This is not an out of context situation for you.
So I'll just step onto the lawn and see what happens.
Give me a power times 5 check.
All right. I just missed it. 67 over 60.
Give me a sand check.
Oh, boy. I made it on the dot, I think, actually.
You lose 1 sanity as the lawn seems to disappear. And as
hold on. No, sorry. I missed it by 1. I took it.
Oh, you missed it by 1
earlier.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see how much sand you lose.
That'd be a 50 over 40.
All right. 5 sand. Do you want to project any of that?
I do. Yeah, I do. All right. That's just, I rolled D4, right? Okay. I don't have to. All right, so I only lose 2.
Yeah. So you remain in control of your actions. Which boss is getting dinged?
Oh, my brother.
Yeah. All right. Well, you and your brother are going to have awkward conversations in the future as you have 1,000-yard stares in the middle distance the next time you talk, thinking back to what's happening right now. Because the lawn disappears, you get an intense sense of vertigo, as though you're floating or flying or falling into an infinite void. But because you don't go temporarily mad, you realize you can still feel the lawn and the ground beneath your feet, even though you're not. You realize you are being subjected to an intense visual and auditory hallucination, but it has not affected your sense of touch.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and keep.
Well, that's not all, because
okay.
There's the void, and then there's the silvery being, a humanoid being made of these impossible angles, floating towards you as you're in this dark cosmic void. Nebula and there's a black hole behind you, and nebula around you, and you're in deep space. But the deep space itself seems to be retreating as the angel, the silvery being starts floating towards you. Do you stand your ground?
I'm just gonna start stepping backwards, like just as fast.
It flies faster. Roll dodge.
I'm gonna say, can you stand your ground?
Oh no, that's a D4. My bad.
Huh?
Sorry, I rolled the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's definitely not.
Oh,
no.
All right, give me another power times 5 check.
Oh, shit. No.
All right. How much willpower do you have left?
That's a good question.
You lost
think
one.
I've got 9 left. Yeah.
Okay. You lose
Okay.
6 willpower as it goes through you, and you just feel drained and powerless and weak, but somehow you're still standing. And at that, the hallucination sort of weakens, and you realize, yeah, it's a hallucination. This is not the void. This is not the silvery being. This is just a projection of it, a memory of it, perhaps. And it cannot do anything to you. It's just tricking your senses. It's a it's hacking your biology somehow. But it sort of it disrupts, and you can still see it, but it's like an overlay of reality, which is intensely disorienting. But you still have at least 3 willpower left, so like you're still standing.
Is it coming back?
No, it weakens. It was
Okay.
it was a one shot. It was not.
All right.
Yeah. You actually realize that this is like not an intentional thing, but rather an instinctive response of the person inside who is getting weaker. That weakened them. Yeah. And you get the sense that like it can't do that repeatedly. So
I'm gonna start going toward the door, and I'm just gonna the back door.
It's unlocked.
Gesture if you're like, just come on, like just be careful. You're gonna see you're gonna see something. I think they can't keep doing it.
Yeah. Both of you give me just sand checks.
Okay.
Alrighty. Wow, I rolled 4. I made
Okay.
mine.
You lose 1 willpower as like you have this very unpleasant sense of you can see like a translucent view of the cosmos around you, but it's not. But you can still see the lawn. You can still see the house. It's just like someone's put like sunglasses over you that has this like projection on it. It's very weird, but and unpleasant. But that's it. If you fail your sand check, you just lose 1 as it's a stronger and more intense hallucination, but you're still able to see reality partially through it. So, and you can see and if you fail your sand check, you see some sort of being at the periphery trying to reach you, but it's too far away to get to you. It's being pulled into a black hole or something. So, yeah.
Interesting. Well, we have made it through. All right, let's go in and see what we can see.
You go in her house, Ellen Gardner's house. She has a little painting studio set up in there. She has a landscape of a lake. It's actually looks pretty well done. It's half done though. There is a cat there. It meows at you softly. It looks like it hasn't been fed in a while. Its water bowl is empty, and it's too weak to like get up, or doesn't get up at your presence, but kind of meows plaintively. And you smell this sickly, sweet smell of decay, of someone dying, like someone who is near death. Probably a smell all of you are familiar with. And you find Ellen in her bedroom, and she looks very ill, very weak, and she kind of looks at you, and she like, you saw through it. I didn't mean to. I couldn't control myself. Can you feed Toby and give him some water?
Go feed the cat.
Yeah, you feed the cat.
Yep.
The cat is not so weak that he can't eat and drink water, so he starts, eating and drinking, and it looks, but she's there and she seems cognizant. She is, I don't think I have long. I think I was waiting for you, or maybe the memory of someone else coming. It's hard to tell where I begin and they end.
I'm sorry. It was awful. Is there anything we can do for you?
Take care of Toby, and on my desk there are I wrote some things. I look through my house. I don't want my family to find anything unpleasant.
Of course. Do you know anything about what's happening across the street? Is there any way you could stop it?
What I could see into Mr. Doctor Blake. His first name is Blake. I could see into Blake's mind as he looked into mine. And he was refining his technique each time. I think Harry has an active connection to it. That's why he's so strong. I think he's going to come out at sundown when the stars come out. And if he does, he's going to kill a lot of people. Or he's going to hurt a lot of people. I don't think he's strong enough to get them all. But
So you said he's connected to the doctor. Does he get
no,
his
he's
power?
connected to it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're all connected to each other, but the I can't say its
Is
name.
that the thing made of light?
Yes.
Okay.
How do we stop him?
If you go, I don't know if you get him to burn out before he leaves the house, if he can't hurt as many people if he's inside because he can't see as many people. He can hurt anyone he can see, but if you can wear him down while he's still inside, that would be safer, I think.
I'm going to.
I mean, if you kill,
I'm going to get on the radio and.
What if we just? He needs to be able to see them. Is it like see them with his eyes or see them with with something else?
I think line of nothing blocking him between. I think he can see without eyes, but if there's solid things, walls in the way, he can't. He has to be direct.
Okay.
Maybe we should put him into coffin so he cannot see anything.
Yeah, I was going to say that we
I
could.
was thinking if we could tear gas him, that might work.
Yeah, tear gas or flashbangs. But if he doesn't need eyes, then maybe if we can see if we can. Well, the thing is, we can try and convince them to literally wall him in. Maybe, but the thing is, you have the the hostages that they think he has. They're probably dead.
He does have them.
They're gone though. They're trying to get out, but they're trapped. They're in the void now.
We have to try. We have to figure out some way to physically prevent him from leaving that house. I think we can talk. I mean, maybe this is. I don't know. No, we can't. I don't think we can call in the program on this one on such short notice.
You can do whatever you can try whatever you want. Like,
all right. So I'll call my
yeah. You do have a contact thing for the handler. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call him and basically tell him that like at sundown there's something that is possessing this guy.
Things have gotten a little out of control out here.
Yes.
Buddy.
Yes. At sundown, this thing is going to grow in power and cause damage. We have to physically box it in to that house somehow. We need a pretense by which we can literally erect barriers that he cannot see through.
I mean, I think APC would be very well armored. Maybe we should just blow it through the walls and get him into it and close it inside.
I mean, he's much more powerful than the doctor was. I mean, it's essentially, it's like we might be causing further danger if we breach the house with the APC. I mean, if we breach the house with the APC and try to get him in, to box him into it, if we fail, then we've just opened him up to daylight. But I mean, I don't know if we can, some sort of bomb scare or something, or have someone call in a bomb threat, or something that would isolate him, and we could, try and hold out that barrier until night. That might be our best bet.
Okay, you contact ACEL. They say stand by for, and so yeah, you realize they're scrambling now and trying to figure out something plausible. And it is they do ask you, is Agent Micro still a viable agent?
Yes.
Are you all three of you intact? Good. Stand
Yep.
by. So they so they're thinking of something, but yeah, they understand the severity of the situation.
I was thinking maybe that we should tell the police to get like snipers up. We
Yeah.
can figure that out. Like that might not be a terrible idea if you could get someone to pick him off if he walks near a window. You got thermal cameras on the building.
Well, yeah, you can tell the commander to escalate the situation and say that he is determined to kill people, that he's a terrorist, and they can take a more militant attitude towards it.
We could.
And the main thing is they're not going to storm the building while they think their officers are alive in there. But let's see. So yeah, ACEL's trying to think of something, but you don't know if they will or not. I'm just gonna say it's late. It's getting to be later afternoon now. This has been a long fucking day. Yeah. Let's see here. So you can wait until ACEL gives you a plan, or you can try and do something right now. Yeah, but you don't know if ACEL will come up with anything or not. Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I can improvise some explosive device.
Yeah, you
get them out of here.
I mean, the police do have a lot of toys you can mess with, and you have access to those. Flashbangs, and tear gas, and all kinds of incendiaries you can mess with. You can make a flashbang start a fire, and you could just tell them that the hostages are. You could lie to them and tell them lie, quote unquote. We have intelligence that the hostages are already dead. Just open fire because he's got. You could lie about what kind of what he has in the house, and like, oh, we need to contain. He is a biological threat. Blah blah blah. He bought, he has Ebola in his house, and we need to set it on fire to prevent to contain it or whatever.
I think flashbangs might be the better way to do it, because it's not just going to blind him; it will like stun his body. Like he might be physically incapable of like concentrating hard enough to fucking do whatever the fuck he does if we hit him with a flashbang. Like tear gas, like who knows, that like sure that might like smoke or tear gas might actually make it more difficult if he can still attack us through the stuff. The flashbang will have a very, very real physiological effect on you that's a little hard to fucking ignore. Even for psychic individuals, I hope.
Well, you can see the toll that Ellen's powers are putting on her body. She is dying, and so even if Dr. Willis improved his technique, it's undoubtedly causing a downward spiral or some sort of, it has some sort of negative effect on the human biology. So
I think we have to do it. Yeah, it's flashbangs and then go in hard for our SWAT friends.
Okay.
So what, I'm preparing the flashbangs, and then we are getting in through the APC to get there as quickly as possible.
They're probably not going to okay you using the APC to ram the house. Like,
no, probably not.
Yeah. You could always, if you have the appropriate drive skill, you could just like get in and do it. Like once you're in the APC, no one's going to be able to stop you. But
so I did have a funny idea.
Sure.
Do they have if we're going in the back door, do we have like a big, like one of those big old Payday style like ballistic shields.
Yeah, they have ballistic shields. Yeah, they
Yeah,
have.
like can I hold, since he needs to be able to like have visual contact, if I close the eye shutter on it and just hold it in front of me as we're going forward, maybe he won't be able to zap me.
Yeah. Ellen does seem to indicate that he needs line of sight, and a solid object would block it. So yeah, you can do that.
That's my best guess is if we're going in, then I'll since I'm not exactly a combat guy, I'll hold the shield up, and then
Mhm.
you guys can throw flashbangs at him and maybe try to steer me around
Yeah.
until we figure out where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my best plan.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go out and explain the situation. You don't have to make a roll for it. Delta Green backs you up that you're actually a counter-terrorist task force, and this guy is a terrorist. We can't say exactly what kind of terrorist he is. That's classified, but these very highly trained specialists need to go in first. And weirdly enough, the local SWAT team is more than happy enough to let you go in first. This has been a weird day, and they don't like it. And so each of you can get 6 points of body armor as you're all kitted up.
Definitely wearing the body armor.
Yeah, we're gonna be sand check for helplessness. This is not a
Not
great
exact-
feeling.
Boy.
Oh, that's bad.
It's only one if you
God,
fail.
100.
It's only one if you fail, but it's 1 mark for helplessness if you feel like you're putting on your funeral clothes. Yeah.
I succeed.
Yeah, then it's fine. Just another day at the job, Don't worry about it. So the three of you, there are NPC SWAT officers with you. They will go after you. And they are of course loaded for bear. They're loaded out. And in fact, they can have one guy with a battering ram to knock the door in first before you go in, so you don't even have to make a string check to get in first.
Yeah, that's helpful.
If you're going in first, you should throw those flashbangs. So that's athletics.
You know what? Actually, I have. Do they have a heavy weapon? Because I've got heavy weapons.
Sure, they have all kinds of weapons. Like what kind of this is America in 2026. Cops got all kinds of shit. What do you want? Do you want a tear gas grenade launcher? Do you want I mean they don't have
I was just gonna say they got a 249, get that, but
249. I don't think police have access to squad automatic weapons.
I would say you got like one of those 6-shot grenade launcher, then maybe.
Yeah, police have access to squad automatic weapons. Let me just search that real quick.
Some might.
Let's see here.
Probably not these guys, but some might.
Yeah. Let me do like M2 M249. Probably. Let's see here. Police.
I mean, you think so? You'd think not, but then again, you wouldn't think like civilians would have access to.
Haitian police can have M249s, but you're not in Haiti. Yeah.
Maybe you get a big old auto shotty or something.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, you can have an auto shotgun.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, just for the purposes of dice, that should be pretty easy to simulate.
Yeah. That's fine. But yeah, like the big heavy weapon the police would have would be grenade launchers for gas grenades. They would have the rotary ones, the 6-shot ones, M32s, I think, or something like that. And so you can throw or you roll heavy weapons to lob in a tier or flashbangs. Actually, before that, Micro, do you want to juice these flashbangs with your demo?
Yes,
yeah. All right, roll demolitions. Let's see if you give them a little oomph.
And I make it 41 under 60.
All right. Yeah. So you are quite loaded up, and Let's see here. So yeah. Make your checks for throwing if you're throwing tier or not flashbangs in, or heavy weapons if you're using a grenade launcher.
Oops. 93. That's no.
It is plus 20 for area of effect.
Actually, their area, they are. Actually, for all of you, give me alertness checks first to figure out. You do have access to thermal cameras, but it is tricky to figure out exactly where it's going to be. So, like, first you need to figure out where to shoot them.
I failed alertness.
I made my alertness.
Okay, if you
oh god,
if you fail the roll, then you just miss. But if you make the roll, then you can make a shooting check or a throwing check.
I wasn't throwing. I'm holding the shield.
Okay. So Micro or Renee, do either of you get flashbangs in at the right spot?
No.
Okay.
You do get the plus 20 bonus because they are area
yes,
of effect.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I make it. Without
All
it,
right.
I wouldn't.
So fortunately, Micro, you do manage to get a tier. I keep saying tier, guys. A flashbang in at the guy's feet that you've juiced up. So you hear a scream, let's see. So Renee, you're going in first because you're holding. Yeah, you run in. The house is dark. It feels cold. Like this is summer. It feels very cold inside, and it's very dark.
The shield probably has some kind of light on the front.
Yeah. So you can't see. Yeah, you're not blinded or anything. It's still, like I said, it's late afternoon. There's still sunlight. And it's a one-story house. It's not that big. It's easy to find him. You get in front of him, and he is like disabled from the flashbang, so he's not going to be able to act this round. But you're in position. So Micro, what do you want to do? He's stunned. He's in your sights, or you have a line on him. So did you want to shoot him with another flashbang, or do you want to hit him with like a normal gun?
I mean, I'm probably gonna try to hit him with a flashbang so he gets still disoriented. I mean, this could kill him anyway, but
well, you're Delta Green Agents. Maybe you do want to kill this guy.
Yeah,
like
maybe we do want to kill him.
Yeah, let's kill him.
So Micro, what do you want to shoot him with?
I mean, probably my handgun. He didn't say that I'm taking any.
You can take a gun from the police. Yeah, they'll give you a big gun.
You can take my pistol. I have a shotgun.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, Jace, why don't you shoot first? You do have the shotgun. Let's see if you can. Yeah, roll firearms. It's close range, but it's dark, and there's smoke from the flash. So just base firearms proficiency.
Fuck. No, that's
okay.
That's nothing. 91.
All right, regular miss. You hit the ceiling. You're excited. You haven't shot this gun before because it's you're not familiar with it. It has more recoil than you thought. So Micro, you can shoot if you want.
I rolled
5. Normal handgun does D10, so roll a D10.
And I rolled 8. Damn, this guy's getting.
All right, yeah, he goes down. He is bleeding. He is unconscious. It is not a kill shot, but that is
okay. Good.
He is bleeding. He is bleeding out. Suspect down. All three of you give me alertness checks.
Nope.
Let's see where in the 90s I run this time.
We have somebody that knows how to steer shit with us.
Okay. Did you make it?
Yeah, 36 under 50.
Yep.
All right, the two of you make it. Give me sand checks.
Great.
I've got a big piece of metal in front of me. Thank God.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I somehow made my.
All right, both of you. This is one sand for unnatural. So you're in the hallway. He was in the hallway, and that's when he shot him, brought him down. But there's off to your right is like the main living room area, or the main and there's a bookshelf, or there's a shelf that's sort of flush against the wall to your right, but it's been pushed back a little bit. And when you look to the right, the two of you notice you see this impossibly dark shadow So the bookshelf is was imagine a shelf that was up against the wall, but has been pulled back a few inches, and there's just this narrow gap, right? And there's this impossibly dark shadow. Even when you shine your lights on, it just goes into darkness. It looks like the backside of the shelf opens up into this impossible void. And that's when you see a hand and an arm reach out. There's someone inside this space that cannot exist because the shelf itself is only like a foot wide. But there's a grown man, a man in police officer's clothing, screaming, "Help! Help!" He sounds very far away, but his arm is reaching out from inside the void. And you three are the only ones in position to see it. Micro, what is your reaction to seeing this?
I'm gonna try to pull out.
All right, strength times 2.
Oh.
Well, no way. I didn't pass it even on normal one.
All right. And what are you doing? There, Agent Jace, since you also made it.
I'm going to try and make sure that Micro does not get sucked into this void.
Give me strength times 5.
I think. Hold on. Let me see. What's my? Ah, God damn it! Nope, failed.
All right, Micro. You're pulled almost entirely into the void. It is extremely cold. As this shadowy figure, police, is just desperately trying to cling to you, but you're not. Maybe that's not the actual cop. Maybe that's a thing that looks like the cop. Your leg is sticking out. Is still on Earth. How do you react to this?
I'm gonna pull out my improvised explosive device because I think this is gonna be the better way to go.
Well, I guess I'm like hearing like yelling and screaming from behind.
Yeah, you turn and see this. Give me a sand check. Like Micro's leg is sticking out of an
the hell out of that.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be bad. Let's see here. 4. Yeah.
It's not too bad. I don't think I'm insane, so I'm gonna drop my shield and go start trying to help pull them out.
Give me strength times 5.
Yeah. I did make that at least, yeah. I got 14 strength.
Okay, Agent Jace, if you make this one strength check, you can pull them back. Otherwise, yeah.
Can't wait for all of us to just get sucked in.
Did you fail again?
I did. 59 over 50.
All right. There's a loud, a flashbang goes off, and it disorients you. Renee, you need to drop. You're getting pulled into the void. Are you going to hold on, or are you going to let go?
I'm going to hold on to him.
Okay. So inside, Micro, you're now blind and deafened as the flashbang goes off in your face. So you don't know what's going on. Renee, give me another sand check as you're partially pulled into the void.
Oh no. I made that.
Okay. So yeah, you're fine. Jace and Renee, you get one last chance. Both of it strength times 5.
I got it.
I did get it too.
Wait, no, I didn't.
No, I got it.
Okay.
He missed. I got it.
Okay. With that, you just needed 1 because it did drive away the whatever that cop was. So Micro comes out, but a flashbang went off at his face. So he is needing medical attention. Actually, Micro, give me a con times 5 check.
All
right, you're not going to go permanently blind or deaf. So you got that going for you.
So I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna say get him out of there. Then I was gonna go check on our suspect to see if it looks like he's gonna survive, because we need to call A-Cell immediately if he is not dead.
He is bleeding out. Yeah, let's see if he bleeds out.
I can't exactly execute him in front of the cops, so I'm gonna keep an eye on him. And
What's your criminology?
Yeah.
Probably not good.
No, what's your criminology skill?
10.
Okay, yeah. That's sure, definitely.
Mine is 50. What do I think? What about
Yeah,
this?
the cops are not going to give a shit. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Whoops. Misfire.
Yeah. You could put another round in them in this chaos. The cops are actually backed away. They're like, what the fuck happened? They had to make some sand checks seeing Agent Micro get sucked into a void.
Yes, they were watching that.
Yeah, they were there. It's dark in there, it's confused,
Okay,
there's a lot of yelling. So yeah, you get one more round in him. He was a threat, And so you clear the scene. The 2 officers, their bodies are gone. They're never found. Micro has to go to the hospital. And Dr. Willis and Zoe Burke are gone because you just zip tied them. So you don't know what happened to them. So they're gone. You tell Acel tells you to bug out, immediately because it is gone pear-shaped. Actually, no, they tell you to they need you to rent a truck and get all the documents out of Dr. Willis's house. And or to get as many papers as you can out of Dr. Willis's house. You have the car there. So you need to do that and get all documents from Ellen's house. Get her,
clean up.
Deal with her. She can't be allowed to recover or talk to anyone else. She is dying, but yeah, you need to speed that process along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess maybe we could give her just like a fucking OD or on morphine.
Sure, give me a check.
Yeah.
For violence, yeah.
I mean, I'm probably telling her that's what's happening, but no, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. It is what it is. So you spend the rest of the night cleaning out Dr. Willis's house while the police deal with the aftermath of this. Acel makes some calls to placate the local police. But like at 3 a.m, Agent Jason Renee is like, we have a lead. Zoe Burke's credit card was used for a hotel at this location about 2 hours away. You need to deal with them.
All right, I'm going to call up. I'm assuming.
So, Micro, you get out of the hospital. Like, you're not blind. You're not great, but like, you took 4 damage. But your agents tell you you need to go deal with Zoe and Dr. Willis.
All right, man, come on, get in the car. We've got more people to kill.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you got the cutout.
Well,
yeah, I brought you some Tylenol.
Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. So they're at a hotel, actually a motel, like a roadside motel. They were heading northwest from Virginia. You get there at like 5 in the morning, just before dawn. And how do the 3 of you? You're all exhausted. Yeah. You have your rental car full of documents from Dr. Willis, and
Do we recognize what car they might have driven here in?
Yeah, it's Zoe's car. It was parked in
I
her.
know.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Maybe let the air out of the tires.
Okay. Yeah. That's trivial. It's 5 a.m. No one's around.
What I was just going to suggest is that we post up here. They're going to come out. They're probably going to notice the car. They're going to have to leave there eventually. I think we just kill them when they come out and then leave.
That sounds like a good idea.
I mean,
all right.
You want me to install a bomb bump into the engine, so when they start, it's gonna go boom.
You could do that too. Yeah, actually,
sounds like a
if
good
we were
idea.
just talking about it, yeah, we could just car bomb the fucking.
All right, yeah. Give me a demolitions check there, Micro.
That's actually a way better idea. Yeah.
Oh god, 98.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
It's not a crit fail, so.
Yeah, it's not a crit fail.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just putting out
Okay.
the air in the tires then.
Okay. Well,
It might be a little late for that. Just trying to.
Yeah. The car bomb doesn't go off in the morning. And you're nowhere near there, so they get away.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we would have known that it wasn't going to work. I would have staked out the place a little, or been nearby.
No, if you're planning like it's a failed roll. That means you think it succeeded and it didn't. Like that's
okay.
like a crit fail means it blows up in your face. Like a regular fail
yeah.
means I definitely did that right, and it just doesn't work. Like that kind of fuck up happens. I mean, he did just get flashbang earlier today, so maybe that explains why he wasn't so good at car bombing them. Mr. Wire. So they have a faulty bomb in their car. But yeah, yeah,
maybe it'll just blow up eventually.
yeah.
You
know what? Yeah, maybe it does. Let's see here. All right, Micro.
Random car blows up on I-95.
Micro. I'm gonna let you odd or even. All right, it does blow up later.
It blows up in rush hour on 995.
Well, Micro, odd or even?
Even.
Odd. You kill. There is collateral damage. Make all of you. You make sand checks. For violence, you killed innocent people.
Well, I failed that one.
I made it.
Critical failure.
Okay. A critical failure is 6.
Okay, I'm gonna have a freeze reaction to that.
Yeah. Regular failure is 5. Like, yeah, you are all not handling this well. This was a bad day.
I'm pretty sure I'm adapted to violence after this.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I passed my breaking point.
Yep. Not.
That's gonna be a PTSD.
Not great. So yeah, that's you three are taking off active duty for a while. You have to think about what you did. But you have a car full of documents to go over, and the thing is, you do find out that Copperplate was an institution outside of Chicago. And looking at public records, it seems something bad happened in 1978, shutting the program down. And so, looking this place up, it is a country estate, so that ends house call, but like, this is actually going to be sort of like an idea. I want to run this for RPPR, so this is sort of a playtest of it. And this would be the first part of it. So the second part, you would actually go to where Copperplate was and try and figure out what happened in 1978 and digging that up. And then from that, you can find out what, obviously Dr. Willis made it out. And you can find out who Sandy is. And then after that, then you deal with, the aftermath of Copperplate. What happens when Majestic 12 does research on psychic teenagers, and it doesn't go well, and what the aftermath and consequences of that is. And so this is just this would be the first part of a mini campaign or a multi-part scenario. So questions, comments, suggestions.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty good intro. I mean, it reminded me a lot of I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where the ice cave came up in this. that reminds me of that scenario where you go to Mustang and you find like the ruins of the ice cave, and it's got the ghost of like the deep one is like possessing all the townspeople, and he like goes ape shit and starts like a minor war. Like basically, that's kind of what it reminded me of a little bit there.
Ex Oblivion, I think. Yeah.
Ex Oblivion. It reminded me of that. Just how like insanely fast that one escalates.
Yep. So yeah, obviously this was inspired by a couple of movies or things. Obviously, there was this whole cycle of horror films from the late 70s to the early 80s about psychic children and teenagers murdering people, and Firestarter, Carrie, and I saw one called The Fury, and which is Brian De Palma's movie made after Carrie, and that it was interesting. It was not, I wouldn't say good, but like it had some ideas that I wanted to use. And then the other thing is actually an Argentinian film from 2017 called Terrified. I mean, that's the English translation of it. And it's about a bad thing haunting or this house on a street. And it had this really great moment where the investigators go to this house and like they're trying to investigate this bad, weird thing. And they look across the street and they see like a bunch of cops showing up at a house across the street. I love that idea of like, you just go here on this regular mission, and then you see the cops. Yeah. What's happening here? And
it also sort of reminded me of another one you ran that I was in a while ago, where I think it was another Majestic guy, but he was like turning. He had like some like crystal being that he was like converting the entire like all life near his like barn or whatever the fuck was like converted into like crystalline life forms. And like I think what we like our run of it, we botched it so bad that like we like caused like an extinction event or something.
Yeah, that sounds like there's a big pool in the backyard. Yeah.
There's like a giant explosion. Yeah, I don't remember what happened. I tried to shoot the guy, and it turned out that was a horrible mistake.
Yeah. As you do. So yeah.
I mean, with like the whole thing with like secret testing, and I mean, I think this speaks to like the time, like the late 70s, early 80s movies, but obviously like remote viewing, teens.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. And obviously Majestic would have done that back in the day, but like, what's the aftermath? Like,
the real government was doing that.
Yeah,
right.
Like all these, so many guys get killed in these movies, like guards and scientists and parents and passerbys, and like, there's so much carnage and collateral damage. Like, there's got to be consequences. There's got to be some kind of aftermath, and there's always, at least one person escapes, right?
I really liked the way that I really loved the the twist, I guess, that like there isn't actually any like that it's all just echoes basically, or like we're sort of seeing some sort of displaced aftermath of things that concluded a long time ago.
Yep. Yeah, that was definitely what I wanted to get across. Was like you're just your psychic collateral damage from something that happened, back in 1978,
or in a certain way seems to still be happening all the time as well. Like literally, like these people seem to be trapped in. I mean, like I said, they're unstuck in time.
Yeah.
Like they're trapped, like their psychic powers have created like a memory world that they're all like partially living in, and that is pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it was a little bit. I think it was a little labyrinthine initially, but I think that the whole idea of like basically that it was that what was it? It's basically like that was sort of a latch or a band-aid over this that was like. Essentially that it was all like the professor was like, it was always possible that he would fall back into this, which just looks like this one chance thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was essentially like, you know, unexploded ordnance from an old war,
Right.
and finally went off because the obviously Sandy, whoever she is, caused him to lose gave him amnesia or whatever, and so he forgot everything. But like, you know, he forgot he had blackmail material on Majestic 12, and so when some random idiot shows it to him, he's like, oh, and you know, things go downhill.
Yeah.
I
was actually thinking that like when she the first thing that I thought was going on is when she reported the stuff to FOIA, that the program had also like had some alarm bell go off, so they were like
well, they did in terms of like Steering Committee and Country Club are like, that's in Delta Green Canyon. That's what they called the people who ran Majestic 12 back in the day. And Country Club was this remote government bunker with Majestic 12 holed up in. And so like that was enough, but like they didn't have anything on Copperplate because like Copperplate was a failure, and so they burned everything about it to cover it up. And so like and all that happened, and all the people who survived, there weren't many survivors, and the survivors who did didn't, you know, they're probably not around 50 years later. So
I was just thinking that was like a program, that was like the program's response to like the same thing we were responding to for the Outlaws.
Yeah, like that question of like when the cop showed up, like, wait, why are they here? And like,
even the program isn't omniscient. They don't know why they don't know anything. They just send you out to go steal some documents and shut this lady up, and then like the cops rolling in is like, by the time the lady's like, you know, when there's a viral, you know, some sort of a plague outbreak, the first reported case in the hospital is like the 100th case, right?
Yep.
So like she's just like, there's a lot of shit that's been going down in this area for a while, for weeks now, and this is just you have to play catch up this entire time, and it's meant to like seem normal until it's not, and then like it's overwhelming until you get a handle on it, and then it's like overwhelming again because like you have to confront the guy to make sure he doesn't fucking, because if he steps outside, he kills some cops but drives a lot more crazy, you know, because they see
it's a,
you know, one SWAT officer gets pulled into the void, everyone else. Also in the movie Terrified, that's what happens to people too. It's actually a really good horror movie.
Why didn't he go outside?
Because he's waiting for dark, because he's waiting for the stars.
He gets more powerful at night is what
it's not even that, he just like he wants to see the stars. He's just he just doesn't, it's just, you know, he's not entirely rational, weirdly enough. So he just wants to see the stars again. He likes the stars. So but Trushi, did you have any comments or thoughts on it?
I mean, at first moment, I thought that it was March Technologies pulling out the SWAT. Like, yep, they want to cover this up. They're gonna shoot the place down.
It's top priority. Cover the shit up. But so after Gen Con's coming up, after Gen Con, I'm probably gonna run this, and then like I have 2 follow-up scenarios in mind. The next one is Copperplate, and then what you find from Copperplate leads you to the conclusion where you get the whole picture. I don't think I'll run those for the Patreon because I want to keep, but I wanted the setup is more, this is like it's normal until it's not, and then but I think it went well. I'll probably adjust some things obviously for the RPPR play, but I think it went well. So thank you for playtesting for it. It was you were very good agents. Did a good job.
Always.
Playing catch up for a lot of crazy shit that's happening. So I need to run Ex Oblivion. I did like reading. I need to actually run it for RPPR.
That's a really fun scenario to blindside people with.
Yeah,
because a lot of people don't expect Delta Green. They kind of expect to be the hunter, you know. They don't expect the scenario to come looking for them.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's exactly it. So well, cool. That's all I got. You did a good job. Mission accomplished, basically. But if you want to play in a game like this, if you're watching this or listening to this later on, go to patreon.com/RPPR, and you too can play in games like this that I run every month. And next week I'll be running Shadow Dark for some people, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, but that's all I got for now. So I'll talk to you later, or we'll talk to you later. Bye.